Hey! Hey, what's up? Hello, it's Carly, and I want to come back with another vlog. This is the last AVP tour stop. I am in Orlando, Florida right now, but I'm headed to Tavares. I'm feeling a little bit nervous, actually a lot nervous. I can already feel it in my stomach right now. The tournament's not till tomorrow. This is just a really good opportunity for an AVP tournament because a lot of the top teams are competing right now internationally, or they finished their season. I think that also makes me a little bit more nervous because don't want to blow it. This is a very unusual AVP tournament because we don't really play a lot in December. So normally people are on the off season, but we've had to have been training for these past 2 months basically to finish off the season. We had one in November and now this last one in December. So want to just go out, have fun, do what I can do my best, and that's all I can really ask for. And at the end of the day, you know, there's always next year. For this tournament in particular, I'm playing with a partner that I have never played with before, and that is usually kind of something that is a little bit more exciting, but also you just don't know the ins and outs of the person that you're playing with. And then you just have to figure it out as you go, but in a way that kind of is more fun because you just have absolutely no idea what's going to happen. This is the first pro tournament that I will be playing full-time defender, which I'm pretty excited about. I have been a split blocker pretty much my entire career, and I've been wanting to make this transition for a while because I'm only like almost 5'8", and if I want to go to play in higher levels, then I'll have to probably stay in the back because my block is only oh so big. I think it'll be really fun, and I think it'll be a good test for me to see how well I can do just in the back row. Plus, I have a blocker that's 6'4", so that's gonna help me out for sure. Me and my partner have only had one practice so far together. Today we'll get one little serve and pass in, so honestly, it's really up in the air. Who knows what's gonna happen? She's really awesome, she's really cool, fun, competitive, so I'm excited to just go at it tomorrow with her and see what we can do. A couple thoughts that I have about going into this tournament is, number one, I just want to have as much fun as possible, and number two, I just want to be relaxed yet focused, and I think that is a very hard balance to achieve, but if I can do that, then I think that's when I'm playing my best. When I'm too relaxed, then I get a little bit less competitive. And then when I'm too focused, I start overthinking a lot more. So if I can find that balance between relaxed and focused, then that will be the sweet spot. I kind of have felt this feeling where I want to prove myself. I feel like I've been kind of just right at the precipice of where I could be, and I really want to break through. I want to break through that like barrier that I feel like I have not been able to get through yet. So hopefully, if it's not this tournament, then that's okay, but hopefully I'm on my way to like breaking through something that I don't really know how to get through yet. Volleyball is weird. I can tell you right now that I have like a little tightness right here. I don't know if that's like just nervousness or anxiety or it's all in my head, but it is there and I have to acknowledge it. Going after the thing that you love, the thing that you care about the most, is so exciting and invigorating and also scary as hell at the same time. I feel like every day I go out into one of these tournaments, it's a risk. It's a risk because I'm putting everything that I have on the line, and some days it's not good enough, some days it is. Some days you feel amazing, but a lot of times in this game, because there is only one winner, a lot of times it feels like failure. And that's kind of the hardest part of the sport. Try to manage all this failure and then at the same time keep pushing to where you want to be and knowing that this failure is necessary for you to grow, because if you're just, you can't win all the time. Like that's just how it is in this sport. If I'm thinking back on it and I was watching the Olympics in 2016, I think. Even at the top, the highest level possible, people still break down and people still have really bad games. So I just think that for all of us athletes, or all people who are just putting it on the line, taking the risk to do something that can put you in a vulnerable situation, no one is immune to that. Absolutely no one is immune to that. And I think that makes me feel better. So yeah, come along on this weird little journey that I have.
Well, you have to be nervous, right? You're just thinking of the situation that you're in. You just need one side out. You want to take a deep breath, reset, and do what you've done all weekend.
Match point opportunity number 3 now for the 6th seed. Serve catches the tape. Ketty now. Can she do it here? High line finds the court, and Khan and Ketty have done it. Your Central Florida Open champions, the 6th seed, upset the top seed, Carly Khan and Jennifer Ketty, getting to victory here. Just a well-rounded performance by Carly Khan and Jennifer Ketty. Dane earning their first victory on the AVP Tour.
Yeah, they sure did earn this one. They had to work extremely hard. And you can't ask for much more, right? You always want to play the best. You're playing the #1 seed in the tournament, a team that combined between them had 10 AVP victories. And what a great day for Jennifer Ketty and Carly Khan, who really answered all of the attempts by Capers and Urango. They served Khan, they went back to Ketty, and they had an answer just about for everything and played consistent throughout. What a day. They'll remember this day forever.
It's hard to put into words like what just happened. Why am I filming this? Good question. I guess I just don't want to forget. I dropped Jen off at the airport. I'm staying in Florida one more night because I didn't want to rush to the airport. So I'm flying out tomorrow morning, going all the way back home to Hawaii. And so now I'm in a hotel room by myself, and just a lot of self-reflection, I guess. I repacked my bags, which is my least favorite activity after a game. And I finally responded to all the messages that I got, at least to my text messages. I'm not on Instagram yet, but thank you. Just thank you to everyone who reached out, who followed along, who's been a supporter. I'm just so grateful. I'm honestly still a little bit in shock over what happened. It's crazy. It's everything that I wanted to accomplish this year. I mean, I got my first championship Sunday, my first semis, my first finals, and my first AVP win. Let's acknowledge the elephant in the room, which is that this AVP Pro Series event was not the most competitive. There were a lot of top teams that didn't compete in this tournament because they were either competing overseas or just taking a break because it has been a very long season. So I am acknowledging the fact that this might not have been the toughest AVP Pro Series. In fact, it definitely wasn't. However, I am just looking at it as a win. And I guess what I'm saying is I'm gonna take what I can get here. I had finally just been practicing Defender only, and I still have a super long way to go with that. I feel very not confident in being a Defender still, but first tournament full-time defending in a really long time, and wasn't half bad. In our first game, there was a lot of nerves, and I think I had a video even before this where I was feeling kind of a lot of anxiety. It just feels like here is just really tight and it doesn't really go away, but finally, I think at day two it went away. There's a difference, I think, between my nervousness and my anxiety. Just the first part of not knowing what's going to happen or how anything's going to play out. This beach volleyball world is a roller coaster. There is no consistency. Coming into this tournament, I knew how bad that I wanted it. I knew how bad I wanted to win. and I'm not the only one. Everyone wants to win. That's why we're here. On a side note, I just have like a ton of respect for pretty much all beach volleyball players, because there's no way that we're doing this for the money. We're doing this because we love our sport, and we'll go through like super hard times and we'll have extremely high highs. So it's just a bunch of this. But I just want to say, like, to all the beach volleyball players out there, like, you guys are awesome. It is hard sometimes to continue to want to do this. Anyway, I feel very grateful to have ended the year like this. I'm gonna take a break from volleyball. It's been very long. Season started in April and it's been crazy. Thank you, Jen, for saying yes. When Jen picked me up from the airport in Austin, she just out of nowhere said, hey, like, let's win this thing. Like, wouldn't that be funny if we just won? Like as soon as she picked me up from the airport. Looking back on that now, it's just absolutely insane that we actually did it. And every day we'd say, hey, like, why don't we just win? And Jen, thanks to Jen's manifesting, we actually made it happen. And also thanks to Olive Garden, because we went there 3 nights in a row, because Jen's a little bit superstitious. So shout out to Olive Garden. Thanks for the dub. With that, I will leave. Thanks for listening to my random evening chat.
It's so scary.
How long have you been doing this?
That was really good timing. See anything. Oh. This is gonna be so. I can't stop laughing at myself. That's horrible.
What did I do?
Wow, I'm having deja vu.
Why?
Just what you just said triggered it.
Oh.
I thought about this before.
Went to Olive Garden 3 days in a row so that we could keep the superstition alive. We made it to Championship Sunday. We were in the semis. And there's Jen. Hi! Is it pointing at you?
I don't know.
And we have to leave the hotel because they're kicking us out. And we have nowhere to go, so we have to bring all of our stuff to the courts on Sunday. But we're happy to be in on
Championship Sunday.
Let's go. Goodbye.